Chapter 1. The front window of Wayward Coffee Company is dusty. 3 years ago, the owner commissioned a high school kid to paint a cartoon Christmas mural on it. No one ever bothered to wash it off. From a dusty yellow armchair, a 5-foot fish statue is visible out the window by a Saskatoon berry bush that reaches towards the street. There is not a lot of fishing around here, just the Sheep River. It's not like the valley lies close to a lake or the coast. In front of the dusty Christmas window, beside the dusty yellow armchair, and on a dusty side table, lies a newspaper under a ceramic mug full of old coffee. A constellation of blue mold drifting from one side of the mug to the other, dragging along with it a yellow membrane of milk and honey. The newspaper is missing the sports section and is open to the classifieds. An obituary circled in pencil. Margot Morris, 1990 to 2015. Lola Morris, 2007 to 2015. Luna Morris, 2010 to 2015. Known by her friends and family as an incredible mother, loving sister, and devoted friend, Margot Morris will be deeply missed by the community. Margot and her daughters, Lola and Luna, passed away unexpectedly on July 21st. They are survived by Margot's older siblings and their families, Sylvia Black and her daughter Ella, Teddy Morris and Agatha Morris. Margot, Lola, and Luna were predeceased by Margot's parents, Casper and Lulu, as well as Margot's great-aunt, and their border collie, Lucy, who passed away in May. Margot was born and raised in the valley and has worked as a manager of the Wayward Coffee Company since 2005. Customers remember her smiling face and her excellent lattes. There is a memorial wall set up at the coffee shop where members of the community are encouraged to post photos and messages to Margot and her family in this difficult time. A celebration of life will be held on July 26th at the Moth and Cradle Funeral Home. In lieu of flowers, Margot, Luna, and Lola's family ask that donations be made to the local SPCA. The valley is quiet. The coffee shop closed. Across the street is an old home with peeling paint squeezed in between the senior center and a commercial wood shop. A screen door bangs into the concrete steps, slightly off its hinges in the wind. A dog with chewed up ears barks, tied to a post with an old piece of climbing rope. The valley is the sort of town where the quieter inhabitants are named by a single feature. The one-armed man lives across from the cafe, where most days, crossword Wanda can see him let his cat out from her seat by the window. Turning blue in a dollar store frame, a 1998 article in Avenue magazine, Calgary edition, describes the valley as a callback to the mid-century, where women don't leave the house without being made up and men still have dirt on their boots. A solitary bee buzzes against the window, avoiding a spiderweb in the corner, a slight thunk, thunk, thunking as it runs out of breath. In the valley, visitors will find a 57 Chevy, powder blue, parked outside of the Kitschy 50 Themes Diner, Chips. They can get a chocolate malt and then carry on next door to Pop's Barbershop, before heading out of town to witness a church sermon led by an Elvis impersonator. The bee, frantic, breathes in too much dust and dies. Over the next hour, the spider drags it to the web and wraps it in silk.